This is Devin Farrow, and this is my Week 8 Harvard Business Review presentation on managing your boss. I really enjoyed this week's topic in managing your boss. I agreed with quite a bit of what it said, and I really liked how it stated managing your boss as an employee is important, and how it's something that a lot of employees do not take advantage of. I guess it's kind of overlooked. It's forgotten. It's something that needs to be an integral part of their job description. I mean, you're working for a company, you're working for whatever it is. Your boss is there for a reason. They've been there longer, they know more, and you're both part of the same company, and the best way to have results and success is for employees and bosses to be able to work together. That being said, I truly believe, for me, that this is something that I am very passionate about, I guess. I have a great boss. I'm a youth pastor, and my boss is not just the pastor of the church, but he's also my pastor. And I believe that, especially in ministry, where the atmosphere is a little bit different than the corporate world, it can tend to be, well, it is less cutthroat. It's about people, not that the corporate world isn't, but it's more about the people and being far more patient and more chances. It's about grace. And part of that is learning how to deal with people if they frustrate you and different things, and obviously bosses can frustrate you. But I think being able to work well with a boss, especially in ministry, is very important. I have seen firsthand the youth pastors that were before me, how poorly they worked with our current pastor. They didn't accept his critiques, even though he had been a youth pastor for 12 years and in the ministry for 30, which is a very valuable asset to young ministers. The best way to learn, the best way to grow, yes, it's reading the Bible, yes, it's doing things like that and praying, but it's learning from people that have been doing it longer than you. And especially having a boss like him who says, my door is always open, come talk to me if you have questions, I'll help you with whatever I can. It is a huge asset, and it would be foolish to not take advantage of that. Having said that, I have a very strong relationship with my pastor. He knows me as a very blunt, direct, speak my mind, but do it in love, but I'm honest. And he knows that if I have a problem with him, I'll talk to him about it. If I have a problem with other people on staff, I'll talk to him about just my feelings. And if I have a problem with, honestly, how I feel I'm running things, as far as if I feel like I'm ineffective, I'll be real with him. I believe that it's a good thing, a necessary thing, again, especially in church where accountability is everything, because we need to be above reproach. And I feel that as a subordinate of my pastor, it is doing him a service and is a blessing to him if I'm real with him, if I'm saying, Pastor, look, we're a church. We need to be doing certain things. We need to be establishing things that are biblical, that are right on with essentially what God taught us. And there have been several times where I've had to talk with him. I've had to share my mind about how I'm frustrated with the staff of the church, because I feel we're not doing a good enough job in leading the people, but leading them by example, not just telling them. We cannot tell the congregation to do one thing if we are not living that out passionately and to the best of our abilities as often as possible. And I've been very real with him and saying, look, my loyalty is to you, but first it's to God and then to you, but we are doing these people a disservice. We are not equipping them, we are not training them to be the best Christians they can be. So my relationship with him, I find it very, I guess it's a huge blessing. It's an asset to me to be able to, one, speak to a superior, to be honest, but to be respectful because he is my superior, and at the same time to be able to talk to him and to work with him knowing that we are one, working for the same God first and foremost, but we're working for the same goal, and that is to be a blessing to people. If he knows something that I don't, it would be, again, foolish for me not to talk with him and pull the info that he has from his years of experience to allow me to be more effective in everything that I'm doing. Managing your boss is extremely important. I feel blessed to be critiqued. I've been real with him about him giving me an employee evaluation. I tell him, look, you hired me to do this job. You hired me to do it to the best of my ability. Well, I don't know where I need to go, how I need to get there, what I need to do. If you don't tell me what you think I'm doing wrong or what you think I can do better. I am about results, and results as far as my position as, again, the youth pastor can only come if, one, I'm real with my boss, and two, if we work together to achieve that goal.